Final Fantasy 14 stream. Just going to be doing more Zadnor, continuing to work on my Relic weapon, which I think would be a decent thing to do. And yeah, so just be doing that for a wee while. Oh wow. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to be turning off the background music for a bit. It's not that I don't want to hear it again, it's just I've heard it so many times that sometimes I just like playing the game in a bit of a quieter fashion, if that's alright. So, oh wow. Oh wow, there's a whole ton of people here today. Oh boy. This is like Rabanastra all over again. Boy. Wow, that wiped most of my party. Oh wow, that's actually reaches fairly far. There we go. Oh well. There we go. Oh, there we go. It just has a big hitbox. Oh boy. Oh boy. That sucks. There we go. Hello, for whoever just joined the stream. Just doing some Zadnor right now. You're more than welcome to watch me for a wee bit if you'd like. So far with my Relic weapon grind, I got all the axles and shafts and the lower tier books and crystals. Now I'm just trying to get the higher tier books and crystals, so we will get there. Give me a moment. I will look up my phone here in a bit. Just can't do it on my PS4, so fortunately, at least I don't think I can. I'd have to look to make sure, but kind of don't want to do it right now in the middle of a critical engagement here. Yep, we're going to be funding those. Alright, and that's the end of that one. Let me check my phone here. Oh, hey Derek, hope you're doing well tonight. Glad to see you have a bit of a reprieve from your schedule, which is always good. I myself have been busy the past week or so with my, well first I did my 800-mile round trip from Post Falls, Idaho to Shelby, Montana. And that was quite a spiritual experience, really taught me kind of what home really is for me, and I also recently been busy with my business and just kind of taking care of a few things. Tomorrow I'm actually going to be taking my car to the dealership and get it inspected and maybe get a small repair done. When I was driving in Montana, a lot of the roads were kind of rocky and stuff like that, and I also accidentally ran over a squirrel, and believe its soul has since returned peacefully to Source. But yeah, it sucked a wee bit that it happened, but at least it's the ravens and crows will at least appreciate some of the nourishment. So, but yeah, it's been a good week so far though for the most part. I Yeah, it's okay. It happens. Not the end of the world. Yeah, I saw a dead turkey when I was coming back to Idaho too. Um, and yeah, it kind of sucks when it happens, but it happens. You just have to you just be kind enough to yourself that when it does happen, just kind of do your best to send positive energy to the spirits that passed away. You know, and I think it's good to do that even like if you don't like see a dead animal or cause an animal's death. Like even if you eat food, whether it's chicken or meat, or even if it's like plants or stuff, it's always good to at least be thankful for what you're eating. You know, and usually when I go to the supermarket, I try to buy food that especially with meat that's like not like either has no steroids added or no RBST or no hormones really. Like I try to at least be self-conscious about that because you know it is nice to at least go in the right direction at least in terms of treating you know treating stuff you know treating what we eat a wee bit better you know so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you like your trip to Missouri, by the way? Was it what was it I mean, I know you said you have some family down there, so well, that's good to hear. Yeah, although it wasn't I've been to Missouri once before. I wasn't the biggest fan of St. Louis. I mean, I never actually went to the town, but I wasn't the biggest fan of the energy. But Independence was alright. I don't know where your brother lives exactly in Missouri, but yeah, it there were parts that I was okay with. Independence actually has had some really good had a really good ice cream place. So I rarely eat ice cream, or it's been a while since I've had any. But yeah. Time to burn. Oh yeah, I'll definitely do that. Yeah. Interesting. I see. Well, yeah, I think they have a national, like a national forest there of some sort, like a Mark Twain forest, and yeah. Again, I had mixed feelings about the state. Again, there were some things I liked about it, some things I didn't. So, um, but yeah, I recently met someone who moved from Mississippi, and although that's not necessarily Missouri, you know, they did say they appreciated how the people were kind up here, so or kinder, I guess. Oh, let me invite. Yep, I only went. I actually did the 800 miles to Montana in a day. Actually, I did it all in one day. But even just after one day, I was glad I was back home. So yeah, definitely home is. I've learned is much more than a house. And even though they had some pretty affordable housing in the part of Montana I was going to, I really recognize that you know, home is so much more than just a building. It's also about the, you know, the people that care about you too, and how you resonate with an area. You know, so and I recognize, you know, whether or not I own a house or not in the immediate future, like it's not the biggest thing in the world. I mean, as long as I have a roof over my head that I can comfortably afford, or at least you know make ends meet for the most part, then I don't think it's too much of an issue. So. And I think eventually that the housing market will correct itself. It just have to give it a wee bit of time. That's all. And again, it's not. It's. I think with the amount of time I've been renting, like it really, the whole thing about getting a house really has gone down. If only because I still have a home, you know. So yeah, it's and I get great service whenever I have to get anything repaired too, so that's always a good thing. And the garage, you know, the winter is helpful. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Ooh. Oh boy. There we go. You're not my kid, but I'll raise you. I know. I assume, yeah, the warriors got it for now. I'll let him do forward it. Ooh. That's not fun. Yeah, only doing this with 16, or probably a wee bit less than 16. Yeah, 16 people, which is it's a wee bit tough. No, not really. I think after playing it for 1 month, like it's not that I'm gonna put it down forever per se. I just been wanting to try different games out lately. Like I figured, maybe 1 month old school, 1 month 14. I'll have to think about it. Um, 'Cause like every you know there is some pretty good content in 14, and usually when I pay the 13 a month, it is definitely worth it. Old school RuneScape it is too, but I've been just wanting to play different games lately. Like maybe after my membership runs out for this month, I might actually play Dragon Fable for a while, and maybe get the Dragon Amulet, which is $20. It's a one-time payment. I'm still thinking about it though. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean old school is definitely fun. It's just I just like to try different things at times, and that's what I like about 14 is like there is a lot of content you can do, but I never feel like that it prevents me from enjoying other games. And it's not that old school does that to me. It's just I feel like old school is like something I like picking up once in a while, and then like just and then putting it down. Uh, I know, some people, all they do is play old school and nothing else, but I don't know, there's just like other games out there too, and plus 14 has a pretty decent community as well. Oh, and we lost the engagement. That's the second time that's happened. Oh boy. But yeah, I guess we're just, yeah. Yeah. Again, old school for me, like it is a really fun game, but I think ever since I've been playing 14, since 14's also a game I put a lot of time in. Mm, let's see. But I've put around 189 days of game time in 14, and kind of doing both for RuneScape as well is it's kind of a bit tough because it's not like I can't do it. It's just how I would have to play. Oh. I cannot. Yeah, the other thing I like about 14 as well is not that RuneScape doesn't have a like equalized balance between male and female players, but it is nice to have more of that balance where you got guy and female players just like intermingling, which I think is fun. I don't know. I just think it's healthy for the game in general. You also meet some really neat connections too. I've done that with I've met some neat connections in RuneScape as well, but I don't know. I feel like with 14 people were just a little bit more social, I guess. Again, it could just be just the overall environment, but that's why I think I get more into playing 14 versus RuneScape, just because I would say I have. They're both fun in their own ways. Like, I think RuneScape is really good if you want to have a really nice grind where you can just kind of tune out. 14 can do that as well. It's just, they're both good in their own unique ways, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. Oh boy, that's not good. Yeah, again, it just really depends because I mean I've joined a Discord and a clan chat that's pretty communicative, and probably my best times when I did play old school was yeah, when I did play old school was you know, whenever like we would do like massive PK runs as a team in the wild, or when we would do bossing together like bandos and stuff. Like I think that's where the game really shined. Um, really shines. But if you do everything solo, it just kind of, after a while, it does get a little bit stale for me. I know some people do like Iron Man and Hardcore Iron Man, where you literally do everything yourself, but I just feel it's like a little bit too isolating at that point. Um, I mean, I know some people would prefer that. It's just, I don't know. I prefer the social aspect of the game. Um, And people are still social in the game today, but I definitely feel like back when I played it in 2007, people were even more, or 2008, people were even more social, especially like fishing at Catherby or cutting logs. Um, but yeah, 14 is really good with just, you know, you say hello to someone, they say hello back. People were just pretty friendly for the most part. At least when it comes to like talking and stuff. And like not everyone's like super efficient about the game either. Or I mean you'll have like some people who are like dubbed as elitist in 14, but the majority of people in the game are pretty chill, so and I think RuneScape probably could benefit from that, where like if people could just enjoy the game more, rather than just always being super efficient, like if they can just enjoy the game for the game in general. And I think that would help a lot, especially attracting new players. Um, Yeah, I'll read your comment here in a wee bit. I'm just gonna finish this skirmish real quick. It was almost done here. There we go. Yeah, that is true. I think that's one reason why I got back into old school in the first place, just because I wanted to play it like as a game just to chill out. And it definitely can help with that. Like again, the month I did play it was really fun. It's just like after a while it did get a little bit stale. So like that's why like I feel like with RuneScape it's like something where I'll play it for like a month and then I will go do other stuff, and then once I want to get back into that kind of a mind state, then I'll pay for another month. But I kind of don't want to get into the whole buying bonds thing, because I think that's what got me to stop playing RuneScape like back in the past, because I felt like my whole like uh gameplay revolved around making enough gold to pay for bonds, and it just kind of it kind of soured the experience after a while. I mean, I will admit I still enjoy the PK experiences I had, and you know I did PK a lot more back then, and that was really fun. But I don't know. I think with RuneScape, it's the kind of game where if you don't feel like paying another month of membership that month, it's just better just just put it down. Because like if you're just gonna do bonds all the time, at least for me, it kind of sours the experience. But yeah, and again, like $11 isn't like that bad. Like I pay 13, like around 12.99 a month for Final Fantasy, and that's fine for me. I just feel like with RuneScape, there are like some months where I don't mind paying like the 10.95, but then there are other like months where I also want to play different games, like 14 or something else. And I'm like, well, maybe I don't want to do the 10.95 again this month. So yeah, it's but it's not like a bad thing though. If anything, like it allows you to play different games. Like if so, it's like not the worst thing in the world to do it like that. And and I think now with all the new updates in RuneScape, I mean, compared to like when I played it back in 2017, 2016, 2015, that's like when like Zora like first came out, and like the Heavy Ballista I think came out at the later stages of that era. Um, Comparing it to now, um, I mean I think they've done a good job with the updates. Um, I don't know if I would say I prefer old school back then more than I do now, because it's still kind of like the same game. It's just they've added more stuff recently. Like the Admirac Defender is interesting, and then they added I think the Gaussian Rapier and a scythe weapon. And I mean it's neat stuff. And I saw the Nightmare raid boss, I think, which looked kind of neat. It was kind of funny watching the D-Long boys go at it, so. But, yeah, that stuff might be interesting to get into, like, with friends. I just have to find people to play old school with that are, like, active, I guess? Or, like, active enough to actually do content with me. Because give me a moment. Yeah, I'll read your comment after I finish this raid here. Or, not this raid, this skirmish. Uh, oh boy. As you can tell, there's a bunch of things on the screen right now. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Oh, hello, whoever just joined the stream. Just doing some Relic grinding here in Zadnor right now, and having a fair bit of fun so far. Also, I've been talking to my other viewer in the stream here for a bit, which has definitely been fun. Yeah, we almost have it here. There we go. Yeah, so with the new stuff in old school, I mean, I still kind of play the game like as it was played back in 2017. Like all the stuff I'm doing right now is still like essentially the same stuff I did before. Because like Zaya came out, I think it was 2016 or 2017, somewhere around there. And I've liked that content for the most part. I mean, I haven't done like all of it. Um, but like I like the catacombs and stuff. I think that was a decent update. Um, but then like the other stuff they added, like all like the new class like Dragon Slayer 2 and stuff. I mean, it looks neat. I just haven't done it. Um, and I mean, it's not like stuff you absolutely have to do. I mean, you know, there's still fun stuff you can do, like even if you don't want to like commit that far, I guess. But oh, I got 20,000 metal now, so I can use that. Let's see here. Oh, well. There is one game I've been playing recently that's kind of side-like. I don't know if you'd be into it, but I play this game called Neopets Online that I used to have you know, certain family members used to play it in the past, and also got into the card game, and it's pretty fun. It's definitely another like side game. Like you could play as little as 30, like 15 minutes a day, and you can still have a fair amount of fun with it. So it's a fun little detour. I also like playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Network as well, since I like playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. So that's fun as well. Should I get the DPS up, or should I get more HP? I'm at tank, so I probably should go for HP. Yeah. Yeah. Serpent's wings. Oh, that's all the way down there. Okay. It's not a problem per se. I mean, it still gives us a lot of metal. So I don't mind. Yeah, Neopets is fun, and like I told you, I was thinking of maybe getting into Dragon Fable. Um, I'm still thinking whether or not I'm gonna pay the $20 for the upgrade. Because I played it when I was younger, and it was really fun, and I've been hearing people still been playing it nowadays, and they also have a decent PvP on there too, so I might look into that one. I haven't ultimately decided yet, but I might just play it for free for a bit and see how I like it before I invest into it any deeper. And I could always and then I know PlayStation's running a sale, or yeah, they're running a whole bunch of game sales, and they're offering $44.99 for a whole year for PlayStation Plus. So I could get back into Monster Hunter World too if I wanted to as well. But that's something I'll probably think about. It is a fun game though, don't get me wrong. Just there are options. Yeah, I played Adventure Quest as well. That one was fun too. It was a bit more of a weird, well, not, I don't want to say weird, but it's a more eclectic version of Dragon Fable, at least in my opinion. But I mean, it was fairly fun. They had some pretty neat designs on there. I think some of the monsters you fought were like little like stick figures. It was interesting. Oh boy. Yeah, have you ever played Final Fantasy XIV, by the way, or have you ever thought about getting into it? I know it's a little bit different than RuneScape, but it's a pretty fun game, and we have a decent community here. We've been getting a lot of people from WoW recently moving over to our server, so um, I haven't personally played WoW in ages, but yeah, it's Oh, probably should. And there you have it. Let's see. Oh, you've never played any. You've never played any Final Fantasy games before? They're pretty fun, actually. Not all of them are per se my cup of tea. Like Final Fantasy VII's kind of. I kind of have mixed feelings about that one. The PS4 remake was alright. I had a decent amount of fun with that. But I will say I do like the more like fantasy, like crystal-based ones. Like Final Fantasy 12 is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy 1 and 2 were pretty fun. Final Fantasy 3 was alright. Yeah, 14's really fun. Oh, what else? Final Fantasy X's okay. It's not a bad one. Uh, it's just I put a fair amount of time into that one. It's just yeah, there are some I like more than others. Ooh, boy. I hope we don't all. Yep. That's a wipe. Oh boy. Alright. Yep, it happens. So how's the weather been in Wisconsin lately? We've kind of been shifting between hot and cool weather here recently. We had a few days where it was in the 80s, and now it's back to cool weather again, which I don't mind. But yeah, it's yeah, we were expecting to have a wee bit of a drought this this summer, which seems like or a heat wave, but Yeah, so it's been hot near you guys as well. Yeah, we've been fortunate enough to get a bit of a cool breeze recently, which has been nice. Yeah, the weather's definitely been a wee bit wonky. Not only here, but even like down in Texas. Apparently, they got a pretty cold winter last year. I mean, I'm sure on one hand, some of the Texians may have, or Texans may have enjoyed the snow, but a lot of them weren't as prepared for it. So, yeah. And I hope this. I think yeah, help this white mage. Yeah, it's here we go. It's it's definitely a journey, but I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, if it helps you pass the time, I mean, yeah, yeah. If you yes, sometimes you get into to a stage where you want to play a game, and other times where you just would rather do something else, you know. So nothing wrong with that. Oh boy. whoever just joined the stream. Hope your evening or day or afternoon's going well. Just doing some Zadnor right now, and you're more than welcome to watch if you like. Yeah, I'm just playing with a group. It's just a random instance, but yeah, the thing with 14 again, it is a pretty social game. Like whenever you do any kind of major content, you usually do it in groups, which is nice. And yeah, it's definitely a fun social and gameplay experience for sure. Oh, here we go. That is... Yes, okay, that's good. Oh wow. Oh, I guess I wasn't able to get into it. That sucks. Oh, have a good rest of the evening as well, Derek. I hope you sleep well and have a good rest of the evening. Take care. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna be heading out here soon. At least for 14. That's weird. Might be a bug or something. Alright guys, I think once I figure this part out, with my uh, with my chat system in 14, I think I'm going to head out for the evening here in a bit. There we go, just a wee bit of a bug. Alright guys, hope you guys all take care, hope you guys all have a good rest of the evening, and take care guys, peace.